appeal.
The original Broadway opening of Bye Bye Birdie won a Tony Award and features such names as Dick Van Dyke and Cheetah Rivera. Hampshire Regional High School is performing this classic musical this year, and seniors Lucas Fitzpatrick, Mollyrose, Kelly-Gorham, and musical director Rebecca Phelps are here to get you excited about it. Welcome, guys. Bye Bye Birdie is a great musical. Tell me the story.
Okay, the story of Bye Bye Birdie is based, of course, on Elvis Presley, who back in the 1960s was drafted into the Army. And so they created a musical that tells the story of how Elvis, which is in this story called Conrad Birdie, is going away into the Army, and all of his fans are very, very upset. There's sort of a subplot of his manager, Albert, who's kind of frantic guy who's trying to control Conrad Birdie, who's very difficult to keep into the behaving himself, shall we say. And so Albert and Rosie are a little subplot. They come up with this idea that he's going to kiss one fan and say goodbye to the whole country on the Ed Sullivan Show. And the person he's going to kiss is this character, Kim, and they're going to be on the Ed Sullivan Show. Well, you have to come see the show to see what actually happens. In the meantime, we have a story of the McAfee family, who Kim is a member of, and this is her dad, who this guy is playing the dad.
Molly and Lucas.
Molly and Lucas. And they have their own problems with Conrad, and the parents of Sweet Apple, Ohio, who are not very happy about Conrad showing up in their midst. And it's a fun, fast-paced, exciting show with a lot of fun songs in it, and you should come see the rest of it.
Molly, tell me about your character. You play Kim, who actually gets to kiss Conrad Birdie, or gets the chance to kiss Conrad Birdie. Tell me about your character and what this show has been like for you.
Well, Kim is 15 years old, and she's very eager to become a woman, and she becomes very infatuated with Conrad, and she doesn't end up getting to kiss him in the show because of her boyfriend, but I don't know, there's just lots of drama. And
it's 15, so you're actually playing younger for this role.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I mean, you and Lucas are both seniors. Now, Lucas, you get to play her dad.
Yes, I'm reasonably older. I'm playing like a typecast 1950s Republican father, which for being a 17-year-old guy in Western Mass was kind of hard to get into. There's a lot of references to the 1960s culture, the Kennedys, and the media of that day. So I've had to look into that to actually understand what I'm saying. And
yeah, you actually had to do some research.
Exactly,
for this role.
it did take some research.
That's interesting, because you wouldn't think, I mean, some people don't realize necessarily that acting also involves some research.
Right, it's definitely a preparation science.
What are some of the songs in this musical that people might recognize?
Well, one of the more notable songs that I sing in is the Kids song. It was made famous by Paul Lynde, What's the Matter with Kids Today.
What's the Matter with Kids Today,
yes.
Sure.
So I sing that with my wife, played by a girl named Zoe. And you sing some songs.
Yeah, I sing One Boy and How Lovely to Be a Woman, which aren't that well known, but they're very pretty ballady songs.
But they're ballady, well, and naturally it fits for your character as the ingenue, so to speak. What are some of the other really popular ones?
Another song that people might recognize is Put on a Happy Face.
Ah, yes, Gray Skies Are Gonna Clear Up.
Exactly, and there's a little soft shoe dance with that number, and the character of Albert sings that. And apparently it was kind of stuck into this show, which feels like it kind of out of place, but all of a sudden this wonderful little song comes up, and he gets to sing it to a girl who's sad, and he's trying to cheer her up.
So this is the 4th year Hampshire Regional has done a musical like this. What are some of the musicals that you've done before, leading into this one?
First year we did Fiddler on the Roof. Second year was The Music Man, and the third year was Wizard of Oz.
Now, how did this whole program get started, the choice to do musicals?
When I was hired at Hampshire Regional, they hadn't done any musicals there. And I'm the choral director at the school. I have done a lot of theater in the past, and I felt that the school, the students there were very excited kids. They seemed to be interested. And they had a brand new theater that had just been built, an additional wing onto the school. And I just thought, let's do this. This is a perfect environment to start something that was going to be a community effort. We're going to get parents involved. We're going to get other teachers involved. We've hired in a few outside experts to help us out with our shows, but mostly it's been the enthusiasm of the students who just got interested and excited and are very open to learning, and it's been a very fast, very, very sharp learning curve, and they're doing everything.
And you've got some talented kids.
There's some very talented students there.
Very good. Now, how can we see the show? When is the production?
Oh, the production is March 18th and 19th at 7:30 p.m. and March 20th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the HRHS Auditorium in West Hampton. Tickets are $12 for adults, $10 for students and seniors, and $8 for children 11 and under. If you want to reserve your tickets ahead of time, you can call our reservation line at 527-7680, extension 4529. You said my phone number.
You almost gave your phone number
Right,
out over there.
exactly.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that. We'll make sure that number will be on our website, mymassappeal.com. Guys, thank you so much for being here. And break a leg with that. That's this weekend. You guys are in the middle of Text Week. So
Yep.
good for you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And for more information, you can visit mymassappeal.com and click on Leisure Appeal. Coming up next, a group of local girls placed fourth